All right, everybody, we are back for the end of the year robot challenge. It's not really a challenge. We are playing an ACBL match point tournament, which is with and against robots, but also scored against other people. So we're in 7th place with 52.4% so far. Our results have been interesting. I'm not upset with any of our results. Let's put it that way. We had a very odd choice on board 1 where some people missed a support double and really came out with a good score as a result. We can't be upset about that, though. We're happy to be where we are so far. 52.4% after 3 boards is pretty good. 9 left to go. Lots of time, even with some disasters. The more boards you play, the more forgiving it is to have a bad result or two. You don't want too many of them, obviously, but you have a lot of time to recover usually. And here we are going to start with just a normal 1 no trump opening bid. We have a solid 15. Our partner transfers. We bid 2 hearts, and we get to play 2 hearts. It's going to happen pretty frequently, folks, where you're playing 2 opposite 5, and it is going to happen so frequently in these situations. You're not going to have a fit every time. The first rule of thumb, folks, when you're playing in a 7-card fit is don't panic. It's going to be okay. You're only at the 2 level, folks, so it's not a spot where you're worried about being too high. You have lots of tricks that can be taken on each side of the table, and here, notice I have all sorts of winners. I need to draw trump. A lot of you fear drawing trump when you have a 7-card fit. You're like, oh my God, I might lose control. Well, if you get a bad break, you may stop drawing trump, or you may in fact lose control sometimes. But I want you to look at this hand and ask yourself, why wouldn't you draw trump? The answers usually are, hey, I have to trump some cards in the shorthand, or hey, I don't have a lot of trumps in each of the hands. They have more trump than we do. Here, none of these are the case, right? I have winners everywhere. What I'm trying to do is give them their big winners, their ace, their even their queen and their jack of hearts. I don't want them to get roughs with their small hearts. So here I want to draw as efficiently as I can. I have no choice but to play low to the king there. Here, ooh, nice. The diamonds broke evenly, so that means the opponents do not have the ability to rough diamonds. So now I'm going to play a heart. I'm just going to get the jack or the queen out now. And now I will hopefully win a trick and dummy if I can. So I can draw the last round of trump, play a spade to the ace, 10 of hearts. And there it goes. There goes the drawing of the trump. We have the rest of the tricks. Notice we're going to take exactly 8 tricks for plus 110. That should be a very average result. And as I'm looking at the results now, it's 53.6%. We went up 1 place, which means this was a very average result as well. Some players were able to, well, they chose not to open 1 no trump with a 15 count. That may work sometimes, folks. It is not going to work in the long run. And just like board number 1, we're very happy when we see that. Don't be upset. Some of you look at that and say, oh my goodness, they opened a terrible 1 no trump. I can't believe they got a good score. That's great. Let them keep doing that. You keep doing your thing. You're going to be way ahead of them in almost all of those decisions in the future, right? So just recognize that if you're choosing not to open a no trump with a 15-point hand, you're behind everybody. Everybody that plays this hand, you're behind. All right, so 2 hearts to us with this hand. Look at this big boy. 18 points. What do we do? Well, we bid 2 no trump, folks. This is for the robot 16 to 18. It should be 15 to 18 balanced with a heart stopper. I could bid 2 spades as well, or I could double and bid spades. I want to get my values out there in the open right away. And see what partner does. I would rather show these values than this particular 5-card spade suit. I could double and bid spades, but now we might just be too high, especially if West raises or something. We might just be too high to recover. So I'm going to offer no trump now. My partner passes. I hope they just table a terrible hand, because this is a hand that, wow, look at that. I hope the king of diamonds isn't singleton. This is a hand that here, if partner has a spade fit, sometimes we're in a bad spot, and that's exactly what's happening. If we bid spades, we're probably doing better. All right, notice we would win this ace of hearts, rough spades, draw trump, maybe take a diamond finesse at some point. Here, we're going to have to hope that we get a little lucky. What I'm doing at this point is just I'm gonna duck a couple rounds of hearts just so, and I'm gonna pitch a spade just for kind of confuse them. Okay, good. they decided to switch. I said okay, good, and then I'm like, that might be terrible, and that's because lefty could have ace queen of clubs, and I did pitch a club, which is did I pitch a club? Maybe I didn't. Maybe I pitched a spade. I did. So this one didn't matter. I guess we were not expecting that, and that was my fault. Oh my God, we're gonna take a beating now. All right, this is that bad result I was telling you we might be able to get rid of. Oh my gosh, what a terrible hand. All right, there we go. All right, I think that's it. Well, we'll lick our wounds on that one. How was the diamond suit? Oh my God, it was stiff king. We could have taken 3, 6, 7, 8. We could have taken 10 top tricks. So bad. So bad. Yuck. Yuck, yuck, yuck. All right. Terrible. All right, so here, I mean, there are lots of pathways to success. First of all, just bidding 2 spades. Here's the winner right here. 2 hearts, 2 spades. Well, they chose to act again. Interesting. Interesting that North didn't just compete in spades. Okay, we'll take that. 2 spades. Okay, and then that's a choice. All right. Here's where your double gets you, right? When you double and it goes 2-0 past 3 hearts, this was what I was talking about. Like, what are we going to do? I think 3 spades is probably your choice here, but you don't know. I didn't mind just getting 2-0 trump in there. Here are the 2 spade bidders that let them play 3 hearts. Better than what we did. And there's us right there. I'm the only one that chose to bid 2-0. Amazing. But also, I'm the only one that had a chance to just go plus even better than this. I guess I can't make 6, right? I get 7 diamonds. Oh, no, the spade finesse is on. So if they pitch spades, you end up, you might take 13 tricks on this one and 2-0 trump. So my problem is at this moment right here, I'm sitting there talking and I'm not anticipating disaster, right? So, sorry, let's get to my table. Once it goes heart to the king, here is where I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe if they're going to try to clear hearts, which is certainly something that looks likely if they have an entry, it's good for us. However, at this point, I should also consider clubs is really ugly at this point, and I kind of know that it's likely to be bad for me to my left based on the auction. So if I look at it that way and I just count my winners, on a worst day I get a heart. Maybe I can take a spade finesse that has a chance to win, but I can't ever get to dummy. It looks like I only have 1, 2, 3, 4 tricks, right? So I need some help, or I need the king of diamonds to be singled in. And if I'm hoping for that, I might as well just play for that at this point. I know I'm in a terrible, terrible contract. Well, that's our 0. So let's see if we can catch up. We'll find out. We have a lot more time than we usually have. And look at this board. We might have to do some weird stuff. I'm not willing to do it with this hand for sure. I'm just going to bid clubs and more clubs if they give me the chance. I am not necessarily upset that I might be too low. I don't see myself, especially when they have a spade fit, that I'm going to make a lot of no trump. And this is an auction that doesn't sound like my partner has a spectacular hand by any means. Did anyone bid anything here? Here, I'm going to play the ace and king of hearts. I hope I'm not making a disastrous play here. Just in case the queen falls, I can pitch a diamond. It did not fall. And now I'm just going to give the robots a chance to cover if it's right. And now I'm just going to play a bunch of diamonds or clubs until I can maybe lead a diamond at some point. Again, this is a spot where you can mess around with your opponents, draw all but 1 round of trump, and then see if they pitched enough diamonds for you to set up a trick. The robots will never make this mistake. Almost never. But your opponents might. All right, so here's how you would play it in that situation. I'm happy to have gone low here and just played and gone plus 130. Only 53.6%, which isn't going to drive us too far up the leaderboard. But again, that's an unlucky circumstance. Look at this board. It's a flat result. No one's doing much differently. We didn't have a lot of things to do to navigate to a better score. So here, unfortunately, not the board we needed, at least at this point. We'll hope in the next 6 boards we get a board we need to be successful. This might be one of them. This is an interesting hand to start board 7 with. But we're in 12th place right now, 44%. Not going as well as it did last time in this event, but this is we're only halfway through, right? So if we have a banging last half set, we have a chance to do a little more damage. We're not going to do too many weird things in the next few boards unless we really need it in after, maybe the first 2 next time. So be prepared for some potential fireworks, but I don't think this board will be one we'll have too many of them, we hope. But I guess tune in tomorrow and find out. 30th, the second to last day of 2022, to see if we can catch up and have a big finale on New Year's Eve. I hope you will join me for that. And once again, folks, thanks for watching throughout 2022, and more in store for you in the new year. I will see you soon, folks.